Hey G-fans, I've recently expanded my Kaiju Explained series to include the space aliens from the various eras of the Godzilla universe. So far this has included looks at the Keloqs and the Nebulans, both of which came out of the Showa era, so continuing with that universe, let's take a look at the aliens from the two Showa MechaGodzilla films, the Black Hole Planet 3 aliens. Black Hole Planet 3 aliens is a lot to say, so we're going to call today's alien race the Simians, an official name given to them by Toho and the official Godzilla compendium. The name refers to their ape-like appearance that was seen in Godzilla vs. MechaGodzilla. Strangely enough, their natural facial design would change for the follow-up film, Terror of MechaGodzilla, where it would look more like scars or skin peeling as opposed to the green-skinned apes with black hair. Unfortunately, there is no reason given for the adjustment. It could have just been for budget reasons, as Terror was the last G film of the era. Yet it was also likely that their home planet is becoming less hospitable now, somehow resulting in the damage to their faces, while also causing them to return to Earth for yet another invasion try. This theory is actually backed up in Terror of Mecha-G, when aliens would say that the end of their planet is near, and that they would finally be able to restore their physical forms. This is just my own quick speculation, but I'm betting that the restored form could be the green ape-like form. We also don't know why their disguises differed for each invasion. The first ones used some kind of unknown tech that would possibly project the disguise on the face, fading away when the alien is hurt or killed. For the second invasion, the aliens wore skin-tight masks, which could be linked to their different facial designs. The Simians would wear silver jumpsuits with gold accents, with the silver suit being something that many Toho space aliens would wear, part of the 60s and 70s future aesthetic. Yet in Terror, the suits would also be bulletproof. Another addition for Terror of Mecha-G were these crazy looking helmets complete with huge antennae sticking out of each side. Both types of aliens would also bleed green blood, and on a side note, the leader of the first invasion had a green blotch of skin over his left eye that wasn't present on his successor. Each of these invasion forces was led by a supreme leader or supreme commander. They were the top of the command chain on Earth, but both of them still answered to aliens ranked above them on their home planet. Kuronuma was the leader of the first wave, and Mughal the second, and I'll note that the recent Criterion release has Mughal listed as Mugar with an R instead of an L. Both leaders from separate films were both played by the same actor, Goro Matsumi. It was actually commonplace for Showa Godzilla films to reuse actors in different roles in all of their other films, so it's hard to know if this was done on purpose for the story, suggesting that their leaders may be related or perhaps even clones, or simply that Toho loved the work of Goro and reused him for the second film. Both leaders were brutal towards the humans, yet where Kuronuma was calmer amongst his own men, Mughal was erratic and showed fits of rage, whipping his troops and sending others to their deaths when they fail him. Was Mughal simply a harsher leader, or did the previous invasion's failure, along with their home planet's inevitable demise, cause this sense of urgency? As for the technology of the Simians, they would use guns similar to our own, along with some kind of handheld laser pistol, and flew in unarmed flying saucer type ships. They were obviously capable of interstellar travel, and Mughal even noted that these saucers could travel from their home planet to the Earth in just 1,000 hours. Yet it was their robotic skills that separated them from the other alien races of the era. We see this when Mifune's daughter is saved and turned into a cyborg, and then more importantly, we see it in MechaGodzilla. While all the other Godzilla Showa era aliens used King Ghidorah to try to conquer the Earth, the Simians would use Mecha-G instead. I would also note that the aliens have access to space titanium, the metal used in the construction of MechaGodzilla, although we don't know if it's from their home planet or somewhere else. These guys were the only aliens in the era to appear on film twice. The Exilians appear twice, but in separate eras, and the M Space Hunter Nebula aliens would show up in Godzilla vs. Gigan, and are mentioned in Godzilla vs. Megalon, but they don't show up on film there. And for one more important note, I also want to bring up that it looks like the Simians were actually on Earth way before the events of Godzilla vs. MechaGodzilla. When they're discussing Mifune, one of the aliens says that the doctor was in their labs in his early 30s, and that it was 15 years ago, meaning these guys have been here for a while. Beyond that, it's also thought that the Black Hole Planet 3 aliens are the inspiration for the Godzilla anime's Bila Saludo race, who just happen in their universe to be from the third planet of the black hole Cygnus X1. Not to mention both races made a MechaGodzilla. Too bad we only saw one in actual Mecha-G form. Well, that's all I've got for you on the Simians. If you have any questions or comments on these guys, please let me know down below. And as always, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.
Finish him, MechaGodzilla!